live and breathe mountain sports at ORTOVOX. What started as technological innovation for snow sports enthusiasts over 45 years ago was soon followed by all kinds of products for mountain sports. We constantly expanded our playgrounds towards higher peaks, alpine routes, and steeper slopes. With every discipline, every product, we added more people to our development team. So you could say we gathered a group of nerdy experts, and that's where Christian comes in.
I started mountain biking 35 years ago, did all kind of mountain biking, and since more than 10 years I'm working in the industry.
Okay, you guessed it, Christian is our mountain bike guy. He knows what mountain bikers really need and want, so he got to work.
Always having the rider in mind, we want to give him more options to ride in every weather condition whenever he wants.
But where do you start? What do you do to bring a product to life?
Honestly, lots of meetings, another meetings, negotiations and discussions. Again, brainstorming, starting from the beginning, and so on and so on.
Luckily for Christian, he wasn't left alone with the task. He got tremendous support by our design and development team.
Hello, my name is Oliver.
This is Oliver.
I'm material manager here at ORTOVOX.
Oliver is a material manager at ORTOVOX. This means Oliver knows everything about wool, webbings, membrane, breathability, MVTR. Yes, that's moisture vapor transmission rate, whatever that is. Put differently, he is a bit of a nerd.
Thanks.
But in a good way.
The great thing is when you start working on new things, especially on a mountain bike collection, you have to put thoughts into what does the material need, how does it need to perform.
Not compromising on performance and quality, we partnered with some of the industry's leading suppliers like Gore and SQ Lab. It's the result of expertise, tons of research, comparing, and testing. Christian, however, has his own way of making sure every material holds up to the task. Turns out, it really does. Another first for ORTOVOX were the all-new hip bags. We've developed hundreds of backpacks over the years, but a bag this small was something new for us.
So with the Sequence 3, we wanted to create a hip pack which fits everything you need for a fun day ride. So your phone, water, snacks, a shell jacket.
Everything starts with a rough, honest sketch by Jacob, our designer. Jacob is the one to make sure the product not only works, but looks good as well. Sorry, Louis.
Very funny. Yeah, normally I do around 3 drafts for each product. Then we discuss those drafts in the team and pick one which I transfer into a paper mock-up where we have the product in 1:1 scale for the first time in our hands. Yeah, we can work on the proportions, check the volumes, and that's what I hand over to development.
In this case, our hip bag consists of more than 150 pieces of fabric, zippers, buckles, and so on. Time to take the prototype out for a test.
Testing is very important for us. I go out by myself, test and get my first ideas, but then there's another view of our designer or our engineer. The interesting thing is getting all those information together to get the perfect product.
When you think turning hundreds of pieces into a small hip bag is already a complicated task, then we need to talk about Lucia's job.
It's always super interesting to start from scratch because you can set up a new standard.
The standard Lucia is talking about is the fit. Together with Isa and the rest of the team, she had one big problem to solve.
But it was very challenging to work on those patterns because the movement is totally different from climbing or other sports.
So they had to adapt our fits.
The focus was to find a nice loose fit and the right length. For example, in a standing position that it's not too long and it doesn't look like a capri pant.
So one hot topic we were working on was the hood of the rain jacket. It has to fit perfectly over your helmet, but does not impact your range of motion.
You see, the amount of details to consider is kind of insane. So more testing, more tweaking, more night shifts. For us, it's about making a difference. Promised. So we created Sequence, combining all our knowledge and dedication, blending it with lower impact materials, and teaming up with strong partners to build a collection that respects both the ride and the planet. Sure, the trail wasn't always straight, and we had to navigate a few tricky sections. But that's part of the ride, right? What matters is what comes ahead. New trails, same values.